Hi, welcome to Learning Monkey. I am Raghuveer. In this class, we will discuss about byte, short, int and long data types in Java. In our last class, we clearly discussed about what is variable, what is data type and how memory is allocated to variables and what are symbol tables, what's the use of symbol table. These discussions were made in our last class. Please watch that class and come back here. That helps you a lot in understanding the data types. So coming to today's class, so these four data types, byte, short, int and long, these four data types are used to store integer values. If you want to store integer values, you can use any one of this data type. But what's the difference between these four data types? Size difference. According to your requirement, you have to choose your data type. That is what the difference you have to maintain. Byte is going to take 1 byte of memory space. Short is going to take 2 bytes of memory space. Int is going to take 4 bytes of memory space. Long is going to take 8 bytes of memory space. So according to your requirement, you can choose your data type. In our last class, we clearly discussed how random access memory is going to assign 4 bytes, 2 bytes, 8 bytes. In our last class example, int is going to be assigned 4 bytes of data. In our random access memory, it is going to assign 4 lines of data and the starting line address is stored in the symbol table. So this understanding we have provided in the last class. So now coming to this, different sizes. Byte is going to take 1 byte, short, int, long. So all these data types store integer types of data. So for understanding purpose, 10 is an integer data type. Integer data. 20 is an integer. Minus 10 is an integer, but 20.2 it is a floating point number. If you want to store floating point values, you are not supposed to use these 4 data types. We have to go with the float and double data types, which we are going to discuss in our next class. So if you want to store integer values, we go with any one of these. Now coming to one important point. So how our integer values, we are having both positive numbers and negative numbers. How these positive numbers and negative numbers are stored in our system? Which format it is going to use in Java? It is going to use 2's complement representation of negative numbers. So if you want to store positive numbers or negative numbers, it is going to use 2's complement representation of negative numbers. What is this 2's complement representation of negative numbers? So we will show you an example here. Our assumption is you already have some basic understanding on 2's complement representation of these numbers. If you don't have that understanding, please take our playlist Digital Logic Design. The first 25 videos is going to discuss about a number system. If you are new to computer science and if you don't know what's Digital Logic Design, so our suggestion is listen all the 25 videos. They are going to help you a lot in entire, not only in Java, entire programming they are going to help you a lot. How decimal numbers are converted to binary, how they are stored in the system. All this level of understanding come from digital logic design. So we will just show you an example. Suppose if you are taking 4 bits. So these are all the possibilities of 4 bits in binary digits. So how 2's complement representation of negative numbers are stored here is, if you take 4 bits, the last bit is used as signed bit. See, in this all possibilities, the last bit is 0. In all these 8 possibilities, the last bit is 1. If the last bit is 0, we consider it as positive number. If the last bit is 1, we take it as negative number. So positive numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. Triple 1 means 7 in binary. Same. So this bits understanding is provided in DLD. So this is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7, minus 8. So what's the minimum number we can store using 4 bits? Minus 8. What's the maximum number we can store using 4 bits? 7. So using 4 bits, minus 8 to minus 7 we can store. How we got this minus 8 to minus 7? Using 4 bits, minus 2 cube. Using n bits, minus 2 power n minus 1. This is the minimum value. Minus 2 cube means minus 8. 2, 7 means 2 cube minus 1. 2 cube means 8. 8 minus 1 is 7. So 2 power n minus 1, 2 power n minus 1. If you are having 8 bits, 2 power n minus 1 means 7. If you are having 16 bits, 2 power 15. If you are having 32 bits, 2 power 31. So these formulas derived in digital logic design. We used these equations in digital logic design. So this is how negative numbers are stored. See, coming to Java programming, int a is equal to 5. This line of code we used in our last class example. Means we defined a variable a and it is of type int. This a is going to have a value of 5. So decimal numbers are not able to be stored in our systems. This 5 is converted into 0101. This 0101 is going to be stored in the memory space allocated to a. How that memory allocated is explained in our last class. This is how these decimal numbers are converted into binary. If you give minus 5, this number is going to be stored in our system. Now we will go with limits of our data types. Byte. Byte means 1 byte of memory space is occupied. So what's the minimum number? Minus 128 to 127. What's the maximum number? 127. This is the limit. You can store only these numbers using byte data type. Similarly, short data type. Minus 3 to short is going to take 2 bytes, means 16 bits. Minus 3 to 768 to 3 to 767. This is the minimum number, this is the maximum number. Similarly, int is going to take 4 bytes. 4 bytes means 32 bits. 32 bits means what's the minimum number? Minus 2 power 31. What is the maximum number? 2 power 31 minus 1. So this is the minimum value, this is the maximum value. We can save only from here to here. Similarly, long is going to take 8 bytes. 8 bytes means 64 bits. 64 bits means minimum number is minus 2 power 63, maximum number is 2 power 63 minus 1. This is the minimum number, this is the maximum number. So let's take, if you are new to Java, please try to execute this program. Take a simple program and try to execute it in Eclipse IDE, which we are going to follow Eclipse IDE. So class test public static void main of string args of, we have defined byte a is equal to 20. See here, you have to understand byte a is a variable. We declared a variable and we assigned a value to that variable in the same line. We can do it. So byte a is equal to 20. We assign 20 value to variable a. Similarly, short b is equal to 30. Int c is equal to 40. Long d is equal to 50. So we defined different data types and we are going to display the values. How we are going to display the values that present in the variables? System.out.println of a. The value present in a is going to be displayed. B, C, D. System.out.println of. Just do a simple program for a better practice purpose. In coming videos, we are going to do complex examples, all those things. We are going step by step. That's why you have to follow step by step all the examples. Hope you understand what's this data types. If you have any questions regarding the concept, please post your questions in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel and press bell icon for the latest updates. Thank you.